You may have heard a lot lately about how today's indictment centers on the shoot-down of two Brothers to the Rescue planes, but do you know the full history?
The search and rescue organization flew over Havana on July 13, 1995. That single flight set in motion the events that would unfold February 24, 1996. CBS News Miami's Hank Tester is your reporter who has covered this story for the last 30 years.
Cuban MiG pilots celebrating the shoot-down of two Brothers to the Rescue U.S. registered Cessnas in international airspace. 4 died, 3 of the 4 U.S. citizens. Fidel Castro okayed the February 24, 1996 shoot-down. Numerous reports say Raúl Castro gave the direct order. In 1996, Fidel speaking to CBS News anchor Dan Rather.
You gave the general orders.
O sea que las órdenes generales estaban dadas.
Don't let this happen again.
No permitan que esto ocurra de nuevo. Yes, and I am responsible for that instruction.
Miriam de la Peña lost her son Mario, a pilot.
The worst is that they got away with it.
Mario de la Peña and other pilots flew across the Florida Straits looking for and saving Cubans who took to the water between Florida and Cuba, attempting to escape from communism. Often the Brothers to the Rescue flights skirted the Cuban 12-mile limit, something that Castro brothers did not like. They once flew into Havana proper.
We were completely penetrated by agents of the Cuban government.
This picture, Brothers to the Rescue leader Jose Basilto with Juan Pablo Roque and Rene Gonzalez, both members of the Brothers to the Rescue, both Cuban spies, which paid off for the Castro brothers. They know exactly when to launch the MiGs for the shoot-down on February 24th. And that's why the then U.S. Attorney's Office prepared an indictment of Fidel and Raúl.
Many in the intelligence community and the State Department and elsewhere, frankly, were very concerned about how strong our response was.
The indictment process was never approved by the Clinton Department of Justice, despite community and family pleas and Fidel Castro's acknowledgement in the Dan Rather interview.
They acted on standing orders. They knew that they were discharging their duty. They were doing what they had been ordered to do.
The Clinton administration was hesitant to bring charges against the Castro brothers. The Trump administration is not. But the question remains, will Raúl Castro ever see the inside of a U.S. courtroom? The pilots that shot down the Brothers to the Rescue planes were indicted back then, but at that point never faced U.S. justice. In the newsroom, I'm Hank Tester, CBS News, Miami.
Hank, thank you very much for that history lesson. Very informative.
Very much so. And stay with us for continuing coverage of Raúl Castro's indictment. We will keep you updated on air and online and on the CBS News Miami stream.